Hi guys and girls, this is NovaCookie232 and welcome to some more Minecraft. This is going to be for the mod MaddTech for Minecraft 1.7.10. And yeah. So, I have a little agenda today. So, world generation, so we'll start with world generation, all that stuff. So, normal ores, they're usually added like copper ore, tin ore, sulfur ore, silver ore, nickel ore, and lead ore. You can generate some volcanoes in certain chunks. You'll see them; they're not very hard to miss. And it also generates natural gas ore, and it fills up the whole lower layer of the chunk, and it spawns in random chunks. It's very useful for something we're going to do today. So the mod is about essentially automating or making stuff you do easier and producing more stuff. For example, for today would be the chemical reactor, which I'll be talking about later. So this mod has a energy system. It's J per tick, joules, normal, what we measure energy in the real world, electricity. And machines run off them. Most machines run off electricity. So we're going to get straight on to the chemical reactor. The first thing you're going to need to make to really start off MaddTech, among some other littler things you may want to make, but currently the first actual machine or multi-block structure you want to make is probably a chemical reactor. So let's get straight off with the resources we need to make them. We need about 2.5 stacks or so, around that number, of tin, and about half a stack or so of iron to actually make enough tin casing to make this multi-block structure. This is a 5x5x5 multi-block structure, but it's got the inside of it hollowed out. I think I worked it out to be about 85 tin casing, and I'll show you how you make tin casing. I've got the craft guide mod installed as well, by the way. Tin casing. So here we go, tin casing. Tin casing is made by, as you can see, 3 tin at the top, 3 tin at the bottom, 2 ingots, and that makes 6 tin casing. So as you can imagine, a lot of tin. And a lot of iron, but more tin. This required a lot of tin to make. I still have some tin left, which we need, but at the moment it required a lot of tin. So, the use of the chemical reactor is essentially what a chemical reactor is used for. It's used for chemical reactions to make alloys like bronze and bronze and steel. It's used for creating energy through other means like natural gas. You can pump natural gas into the reactor and have an energy output, as I do here. And through some things I'm going to show you later, you can create energy. I've also got something called a pump. As you can see, I've got the next thing to look at. This is a pump. Well, what does a pump usually do? It pumps liquids, it pumps liquids out using it through a fluid cable, probably, into somewhere. We're going to need to pump it into this reactor. And I've already got a fluid input, a tin casing with fluid input. So to make these extra bits on your reactor, because this has also got a tin casing with redstone input, you need that on your reactor to actually power it, to turn it on. It simply is, so I'll show you one of them and you can get the gist of it. Tin casing with energy input is simply an energy cable and tin casing. And it's like that of all of the items. Like I'll show you a redstone input. It's redstone cable, which is used to make tin casing, and tin casing with redstone input. There you go. And to make an output, you simply put it into the crafting table and you get an output. Very simple. So that's how you make the inputs and outputs for this machine. The actual chemical reactor block, as you probably want to know how to make, is made like this. It's a glass pane in the middle with 8 tin ingots around it. Pretty simple, pretty easy to get. And to make a pump, not quite as easy, but just as easy to get in terms of material. You need to get 1 piece of redstone, 5 copper, and 1 iron, and then you go in this pattern. you've got a pump. So we need to pump lava. We need to pump lava from this lake we've got over here, and I've got more lava just over around the corner and everywhere else, into this machine. And we need to do this because we want to make steel. Steel is needed for a lot of the machines, like the accumulator. An accumulator is an energy storing block which we're going to need when we create energy. So let's make steel first. Steel is made by putting iron and coal in the reactor, and once enough coal is put with one piece of iron and the temperature is right, the gauge you can see here, right at the bottom of the little red bit, and the 300K, that's Kelvin, 300K, that's room temperature currently, but of course when you start heating the reactor up, it'll be a lot hotter. Surprisingly though, lava isn't anywhere near the hottest thing you can use for reactors. It's actually one of the least hottest thing you can use. But I do want to make more fluid cable, but I don't think this is going to be enough fluid cable. That's what I'm going to do. Fluid cable is very simple to make. You need 2 silver and 1 glass, and that makes 16 fluid cable. Very simple, very resource. Not really resource. Not really too much resources are needed for these things, for these cables, which is good because you generally need a lot of them. There you go. I'm going to get up here somehow. I didn't think this through, but hey. Here we go. So we have to turn this on. That's something we definitely have to do. We have to turn this on with a lever, whatever you want to call it. And this will start pumping lava out. But it won't just yet for one reason, and that's because MaddTech requires you to put more things in this reactor to actually store lava in somewhere. So I've got a capsule here. I'll show you how to make a capsule. This is a larger capsule I've made. To make a tin capsule, as you can see here, you can make a small one which holds 1 bucket, or a large one which holds 5 buckets. To make a small one, you need it's kind of like a cauldron, but with rather than iron, you've got tin. And to make a large one, you need 3 smaller capsules surrounded by tin for the rest. Pretty simple. Quite a bit of tin required, but quite worth it. So first we need to actually get the capsule full of some lava. I'm pretty sure we can just go up to lava. Oh, there we go. Oh god. Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, I burned myself. I've got no water. Actually, no problem. Don't worry. My bed is literally right there. Well, first death of the day. Oh, first time I died. That's fine. Anyway, so we got lava. Shove that lava in here. What you want to do is turn that on, but we want to turn it off currently because I see it's probably run out of lava to use. That's gonna grab lava. Say it's off. That's fine. We don't need it on at the moment. To make steel, we need to put some iron in for it, of course. And I'm gonna get 6 iron for now, for reasons I'll show you in a bit. And I need to get a bunch of coal. I'm not sure how much coal, but this should be enough. And then when I turn this on, there you go, it fills with lava. There you go. So steel is being created. As you can see here, being created quite well. It's good. It's putting lava in there. And it's using 3. Okay, so we can turn it off just like that. We can't click on it whilst the temperature is higher than 300 Kelvin.
I'm pretty sure. I've tried to anyway. And it uses 3 coal per 1 iron basis, so 3 to 1. And the reason I wanted to make 6 steel ingots is because I wanted to make a steel barrel. Steel barrels are used to store various things like lava, because you can make a wooden barrel which only stores water. But I wanted to make a steel barrel because I wanted to store natural gas. Natural gas is because I want to store natural gas because I want to store energy eventually. So let's get on to the next alloy we need to make, which is bronze. Bronze is pretty simple to make. We need to make, or I'll show you here. Pretty simple. Bronze. Here we go. Okay, so to make bronze we need brass, copper, and it makes 1 bronze. And to make brass, we need copper, tin, brass. There we go. So it's pretty simple. We need a bunch of copper. That's probably enough. Bunch of tin. Probably enough. And then we're going to need more copper anyway, but there you go. Probably good enough. I'll shove some tin and copper in there. And get it to a very high temperature. And that's probably made enough tin. There we go. Plus enough brass. See, I can't click on it. Oh, no, I can, but I couldn't click on it when it was above 400, I believe. There we go. So now we can make bronze, which is brass and copper, I'm pretty sure. We want to pump some natural gas out of this anyway, and natural gas is a better heat source than lava. So let's take the capsules out for now. We can leave this stuff in here, it's not a problem. What we'll do is we're going to move the pump, because we need to move the pump somewhere else now. Let's catch it. There we go, move the pump. And we're also going to need to make a machine called a natural gas extractor. And to make a natural gas extractor, oh gee, there we go. There we go, natural gas extractor. That requires 6 iron ingots and 3 fluid pipes. And to get through, I'm just going to break some that I've already got. I don't need that much anymore. And iron. There we go, we've got fluid pipes. There we go, we've made a natural gas extractor. We plonk it on top of a natural gas ore. We don't have to put it on each individual one, it will just take it directly from the ore. From the whole ore block, which is 16 by 16, or 8 by 8, I believe, or something like that. Then we plonk a pump on top. We power the natural gas extractor. The pump will pump out automatically. Then we want to use our steel barrel where we collected before. Is there a better? Oh, let's beat it with a stick. Grab some fluid pipe. And we put the barrel right here, why not? There you go. So the barrel can hold 100,000 units of liquid, and that it equates to, I don't know, 100 buckets or something along those lines. So let's turn on the extractor, and this extractor will start extracting natural gas straight away. I'm going to put, well, I don't think I can put it in just yet. I'm going to turn this off now. Anytime. Oh, because that's an odd thing. It's all characterized as lava. Well, that's not a problem. I can just make another capsule. But that's something to look at. Something to be improved, possibly. Be able to change that. There we go. So, shove that in there. We then want to connect this here. We can just break this off. We don't actually need this here. There we go. So, we can turn it on. And we can turn it on. And as you can see, the temperature rises a hell of a lot more, and we can make bronze. I don't know how much bronze we need to make, but this should be enough stuff we make. See, we're rising to, I think we can rise to around 4,000 K, which is great. Great temperature. There we go. So we've made 10 bronze ingots. Of course, I need to wait for it to go down in temperature. It's filled this barrel with lots of natural gas. Generally, natural gas is like oil is in other mods. It's a resource to be very careful with because it's few and far between, because you have to find the chunks to find natural gas. So be wary of the use of it. So now we need to make something called the accumulator. I think I talked about it previously. It is used to store power. The accumulator. So for the accumulator, we needed 6 bronze ingots and 3 batteries. To make batteries, we need lead ingots, a copper energy cable, redstone, and tin. I'm not sure if we have enough tin. That is an annoying thing, actually. Do we have enough tin? We don't have enough tin. Well, that is fine. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I've done some mining. I've done some mining with other pickaxe and such. I broke it, but I've done some mining, and I've got a hell of a lot more tin. We need tin, a lot of tin. So we've got a lot of tin, a lot more tin. There's a massive cave. I can show you. It's all the way around there, and I'll show you. I'll link you to the seed. So to make a battery, we need use of the copper energy cable. I'll show you how to make them in a second. Lead and redstone. To make a copper energy cable, we need copper, of course, but a copper energy cable is made by just placing it like this: 3 copper in a row, or in a row, and that makes 6 copper energy cable. Okay, so to make the batteries, we need to have tin on the outside, redstone at the bottom, and copper energy cable on that, very much like this. We need 3. Then we need to put bronze either side of this. There we go. And we've made an accumulator. Now we need to make some energy cable, some cable. Oh no, we've already made energy cable. It's bronze. Copper. I'm going to continue to use copper. Simply, I'll show you. There we go. More copper cable. Here we go. So this is the energy output, or input, sorry. Wait, this is energy input. We need an output. We can simply break this, by the way. Just be wary that it does shove items out. So to get an output, you simply put that in the crafting square. Energy output. There we go. There we go. You can shove whatever you want to shove back in there, like natural gas or anything else. So we need to get a wire going out, and then we've got the accumulator. Now the accumulator works quite easy. It's quite easy to understand. Simply, all around it there is diamond-sided sides, and then there is a square side, and the square side is the output. Input is diamond side, so I'm going into an input currently, as you can see. So there. Okay, so we need to put more. We need to actually generate electricity now. We've got a way of storing it. We need to actually generate it. So we could use a dynamo, which I didn't show you how to create. A dynamo is very simple to create. It's 3 iron, 2 tin, and 1 copper. it is simply the simplest way of creating energy. Click, 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 and we've created energy. So 85 out of 10,000 joules. Click more, 135 out of 10,000 joules. Now that can get a little bit tedious if you want to continuously click on it. So first we want to actually make another component to go into the reactor, and that is a turbine. And we also need another capsule. A turbine which needs 4 steel and 1 bronze. Ooh, starting to use steel and bronze now, but we can simply make more steel very easily by shoving some iron and coal in there. So 4 steel, so that's 3, 6, that's 12. There you go, 12 coal is needed. I need more coal, but that's fine. And we can turn it on. Temperature goes up. Steel is created. Much more efficient than lava, but obviously you possibly won't have found natural gas. There we go. We can turn it off. Always you don't want to waste natural gas. But it's currently getting out of the barrel because I've turned off any extracting of the gas. So when it gets down below 400, dun. There we go. No. It's below, yeah, 350, below 350. So we've got 4 steel ingots, and we can make a turbine like this. A single turbine. There we go. So we can shove a turbine in there, but we also need to make another tin capsule for some water. We need to put some water in this capsule, and we need to constantly supply it with water. So, for the sake of... have I got any water around here? That is a problem. I think I'm gonna have to use this pump here, and I'll show you how to make a wooden barrel. There you go, wooden barrel right now, right here. I'll take some fluid cables, like that, and like... Okay, that's odd. What's up with that? Well, that creates a calm state of water, I'm pretty sure. There we go. We can pump that water out. Possibly raising above my head while sleeping. With a barrel here, which can be filled with water. There you go. The reason I have 2 tin capsules. Shove that in there with water. And then we also need some fluid pipe. I'm just going to make more because we've got enough silver and we've got enough glass. And we can use the same pump as we do there. And there we go. So it will start, the turbine will start spinning. That will show that it's working. And if we look at the accumulator, as you can see in the input section, it's inputting 2 joules per tick in the accumulator using natural gas. Now, the more natural gas capsules there are in there, the higher the energy output there is. So let's say I'm going to want to put 3 in there, 3 more in there. So I'm going to have to assign all of them. Oh, that's water. So I'm going to assign all of them to natural gas. That's going to take natural gas out at a faster rate, but it'll the temperature, by the way, will get a lot higher the more natural gas you use, and it'll go down much faster. If it hits here, by the way, it will overheat and explode. Just a warning. And as you can see, in the output, it has risen to 11 joules per tick, with 1 turbine still, just with more natural gas. Make sure that doesn't rise to there. It's like 50,000, I believe. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been a kind of tutorial on how to start off with MaddTech, the current version. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone later. Bye!